Good morning, welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I'm your host David Steele and this is Red Thunder. Red Thunder's just come out of the workshop. She's now an 8x4 mid-lift configuration, so that means 4 axles, 2 of which are powered and 1 of which you can raise and lower. Let's go ahead and start her up. So today we are using the Cummins QSK19 engine. That's available in my QSK19 engine pack, complete and utter plug. It's a industrial engine based on the Cummins KT. Okay, fine, but it's been modernized. It's been brought bang up to date with some electronics, well, perhaps not bang up to date, with some electronics, and this particular engine produces 800 horsepower and 22 75 foot-pounds of torque. This reaches those 4-driven wheels via the Eaton Endurant XD transmission. It's a brand new transmission from Eaton. It's an 18-speed. It's designed for heavy load. Of course, with all of those gears, you would think that you can optimize it for fuel economy, and you absolutely can. But today we're using this with a 3.9 final drive. That's a little short, and that's not a reference to my good lady wife. What that means is lots of effective power to the road, but it limits our top speed. Not a problem. We're hauling 120 something thousand pounds worth of transformer today. That's one of the heaviest loads in the game. That's not a special mission. Right, well, I'll be at the yard in just a second. Pick up the load. Let's get on the road. It's just up here on the left. Always have a bit of a trouble getting out of this particular yard. It's a fairly short haul today. It's about 250 miles. Getting to Sheridan. Not using the navigation system, but it's easy. Head east, head south, pretty much, and that's that. Right, just pulling into the yard. Okay, it's got me hooked up to this big old transformer. It's a triple trailer. Great big enormous thing right in the center, and lots of supporting axles. Let's give this thing a quick tug test. Get it in gear first. There we go. Okay, well, I guess we are connected then. Alright, it's time to go. So even though this truck is hauling such a heavy load, it still block shifts. It still skips gears on the way out. It kind of tells me that this Endurant XD is a little over the top, even with this much weight behind me. This engine, yes, it does have a lot of torque. Peak torque's at 1400 revs. There's a reasonable amount from like 1100 upwards, but possibly not enough to justify the shift behavior. On the other hand, I don't have any issues with the shifting. It's doing just great. So yes, it's overkill, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. And as I said earlier on, you can optimize it so you can balance the thing to give you great mileage at sort of cruising speeds. Possibly more on that later, if you're still with me. Okay, we're about to turn west. I may have said east earlier and I meant west. So kind of around this roundabout. Just cut the corner here. Giving it plenty of power to get up this hill. I know it's got lots of go, but it's still a heavy load. So let's hope it doesn't look like it. Might want to change down. Alright, let's check my mirrors. Yeah, there's a truck coming. And after this guy, do I have space? I think I do. Is he in space? Yep, I think he is. And we did change down. One of the reasons why I'm looking forward to using the Endurant XD, it's the extreme duty version of the Endurant range, is that ability to just change gears quickly. It's modelled in the transmission. It's going to be useful when you're hauling a heavy load up a gradient. So that's my cruise set at 65, and that's going to be about 1500 revs in top gear. It's not horrendous engine speed, and this thing's perfectly comfortable, or should be perfectly comfortable at that speed. Of course, it still takes a long time to get there. This combination probably weighs around about 150, 160,000 pounds. As we crest this hill, we should just, yeah, there we go. Yeah, reaching 65. So it's a comfortable speed, and I've got a big heavy load behind me. It's just not going to get the best mileage. Then again, you don't tend to haul 120 something. Oh, there goes my steering. You don't tend to haul that much cargo and expect to get 12 miles per gallon. At least I wouldn't anyway. The other nice thing about cruising at 1500 revs is if you go up a hill like I'm doing now and the speed drops, you're right back up to peak torque figure. So torque doesn't change that much between those speeds, but it helps you keep going. That's good. Yeah. Just checking the map. Yeah, I'm gonna just ease off now, I think, actually. Yeah, I can do 65, but even though I can, I don't think I should. Let me just let the thing cruise at 55, see what kind of mileage I can get. I may have also realized I have a huge bank load and a cash flow issue right now in the game, so saving a bit of motion lotion is going to be worth it. Besides, this way I can be ecologically sound, virtually sound. Done without this weather closing in, but that can't be helped. I enjoy the rain in the game, but yeah. Well, we're on I guess the second leg of this trip right now, so we're maybe halfway there, and that's good. In fact, maybe even further than halfway. I'm not sure. I'll zoom out a little bit on the map in due course. So the next few miles are going to go really easily, or really not easily. This is my exit. This engine has a kind of a weak engine brake, which I put to using an aftermarket engine brake on an industrial engine and sliding it into the Kenworth. Anyway, so leave the highway, turn right, and then follow the road round. I think it's then a right-hand turn, and we're right there. So check visibility. My driver's getting tired. That's good. So again, I mean, it's moving off in 5th, and then it goes straight to 8th. So when do I have 18 gears? I'll probably get around 12. Except the Endurant HD or heavy duty doesn't cope with this much torque. So I either go manual and that would be an 18 speed likely, or the XD, which is an 18 speed. Okay. Well, this thing is flying along quite happily at these sorts of speeds. It's kind of easy to forget that you do have a very heavy cargo behind it. That's the point of the QSX19, certainly the 800 version. It's a much better machine than a trip like this, than likely the 600 or the Torque Limited 600. And I'm going to use all the road here. There's nothing behind me, so swing it left, turn it right, try and avoid the curbs. Yeah, there we go. It's just up here on the right. Okay. Quite an easy trip then. So, thoughts on this combination then, on this powertrain? The QSX19 800, yeah, it's a powerful engine. It's built for heavy haul. It feels a big engine going up. Oh, that was a little softer than I thought. The Verge. Anyway, it's a powerful engine. It's good for heavy haul, other than the engine brake's a little weak. The transmission does seem over the top, even though such a heavy load. Let's go ahead and take, where should I place it? Well, even though it's such a heavy load, it's still happily block shifted, and that's okay. Not really what I would have expected. I guess if I use a lesser powered engine, it might make more sense. Mileage wise, this thing has probably got 3.5 to 4 to the gallon. I don't think it will have gotten any better. I was aggressively holding on to the cruise. 65 for a stint and then 55. Big heavy cargo, plenty of hills and curves and stuff. That's not great, but didn't do this trip to get, like I say, 12 miles per gallon. Well, let's take a look at the numbers. Okay. Truck's there. Lights, wipers off, engine off, and disconnect. Right. 254 miles, 68.1 gallons. So that is, yeah, it's about 3.7, 3.8. Right in the middle of where I hoped. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed this. This engine is available in the Steel Productions QSX19. It might be a Cummins QSX19 engine pack. I'll link it in the description below. And I used the real Eaton Fuller transmission mod as well. Those are the two main powertrain mods. A lot of other mods in play as well. But most of all, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one.